In this video, we're going to look at the volume of pyramids and cones. A pyramid, the volume of a pyramid is exactly 1/3 the volume of a prism. It's 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. And I've got a picture here of a right pyramid and an oblique pyramid. And remember, a pyramid has a polygon for a base and a vertex that's on a different plane. Just like a cone, except a cone has a circular base. Now the area of the base, just like in a prism, is going to depend on the shape of your pyramid, because pyramids can have all different types of polygons for bases. So let's find the volume of this triangular prism. Oh, I said prism, but I really meant pyramid. Okay, so we're going to put down our formula, which is 1/3 the area of the base times the height. Since this is a rectangular base, let's change that to 1/2 base times height. Now, I've put it in parentheses here just to kind of set it off. You don't need those parentheses. Now, remember, our first h is the height of our triangle in the base, and the second eighth is the height of our pyramid. So, volume equals 1/3 the area of the base, which is 1/2 times base, which is 6, times the height of the triangle, which is 4. The whole thing times the height of the pyramid, which is 9. Plug that in your calculator, and you get the volume of this pyramid is 36 centimeters cubed. Again, volume is always in cubic units. All right, the volume of a cone is exactly 1/3 the volume of a cylinder. And I've got a couple of pictures there of a right cone and an oblique cone. And notice that the pi r squared, we don't put a capital B, we just change it to the area of a circle, which is pi r squared. And the height is the height, perpendicular height from the vertex to the base. So let's find the volume of a cone using this example. First, I'm going to write down my formula, which is 1/3 pi r squared times the height of my pyramid. And that height is 4, and the radius, which is my r, is 3. And I'm not even going to use this, what we call the slant height. We'll use that in our next video. Okay, so now I'm going to plug in 3 squared for my radius, and my height is 4. And again, just like in a cylinder, you can answer in terms of pi when you're talking about the volume for a cone. So I'm just going to multiply all my numbers together, and I get 12 pi centimeters cubed if I wanted to answer in terms of pi. If I wanted to answer with a number, then I would multiply that 12 times pi, and I get a repeating decimal, which I would round to hundreds. So I would get the volume is 37.70 centimeters cubed. So again, read carefully what Math Excel, how it wants you to answer. All right, let's find the volume of this composite or composition solid. So I've got a cone on the top and I've got a cylinder on the bottom. So if I want to find the volume of this whole thing, what I would do is I'd find the volume of the cone and the volume of the cylinder, and I'm going to add them together. So I'm going to do that exact thing. I've got my volume of my cone formula plus my volume of my cylinder formula. I'm going to notice that pi r squared is the area of my base, and the base is going to be the same for both shapes. So I've got 1/3 pi times 2 squared plus, times the height of my cone, sorry, plus pi 2 times 2 squared times the height of my cylinder, which is 5. And again, I can answer in terms of pi by taking all of my numbers and multiplying them together. So I get 16/3 pi plus 20 pi, and if I added those two together, combining like terms, I'd get 25 and 1/3 pi if I wanted to answer in terms of pi. But if I didn't want to answer in terms of pi, I wanted a number, I would multiply that by pi, get a run-on decimal, and round it to 79.59 inches cubed. So now you have the formulas and some examples for volumes of pyramids and cones. You can do your homework.